In this video, I'm going to be attending to one of the most asked questions, which is the cost of decking a house here in Ghana. And in this video, I'll be opening your eyes to the kind of materials you're going to be needing. And I'll also be sharing more with you when it comes to decking a house here in Ghana. This video is supposed to be as long as 30 minutes, but I will try to reduce the information I want to share. At OLAMOSH Realty and Construction, we render architectural service, building construction service, and real estate consulting service. You want us to help you put your dream home, to visualize it on paper for you, the architectural, the structural, the mechanical aspect for you to achieve your dream home, which we call the building plan. Get in touch with us. You need assistance to acquire the building permit, we can assist you as well. Secondly is the building construction service. Most of our clients are in the diaspora. We help you to build your dream home from scratch to completion. We have two ways. You acquire the materials when we take care of the labor. If you also want us to take care of the both, while you feel relaxed and watch the progress of your dream home, we are also open to that. And when it comes to real estate consulting service, you want to come to Ghana to move around into the real estate market, you need guidance to navigate yourself, then you have to get in touch with us. You're searching for an apartment, you're searching for a house, searching for a land to buy, get in touch with us. You have properties you want to sell, you can as well get in touch with us. So welcome back to this YouTube channel once again, and hope this video will be of helpful to you as you're planning to build your dream home over here in Ghana. Now, when it comes to decking a house, it requires a lot because you are coming to create another land on the land you are already having. That is, from the foundation, you are now done with the block laying. You want to create a concrete slab, which you call the floors, for you to raise another structure on it. It comes with a lot. So I'll be sharing everything with you. I'll reduce them, okay? You're going to be needing woods. When the masons are done with the block laying, the next thing is for the carpenters to come and do their job. So you're going to be needing 2x4. You need a board. You're going to be needing plywood, bamboo, and nails. Now, the kind of wood you're going to be needing for the 2x4, we have different types. So you'll be buying the cyber. That one is easier for the carpenters to work with. They can easily cut and use them easily, okay? So you buy 2x4. The current price of 2x4 is 65 Ghana cedis. If you are buying more, you can get it lesser. In terms of the board, which is 1 feet in width, 12 inches, is not up to 12 inches. It's reduced by a cutter, but let's just assume it is 12 inches in width. In length, try to go for the 16 feet. If you can't get to go for the 14 feet. Sawmill, we have the bush cut and we have the sawmill. So you go for the sawmill wire board, okay? You can easily be scammed in this aspect, but at least let them know that you understand what you're searching for. So the wire board at the moment is selling for 170 Ghana cedis. In my previous video, when I talk about the price of woods, it was sold for 140 Ghana cedis. Now, it also depends on the quantity you are buying. Maybe you can get them at 150 Ghana cedis. It depends on the quantity and the timber market you are going to acquire your wood. So I also told you you're going to be needing plywood. We have different sizes of plywood. We have the 1/8, we have the 1/4, we have the 1/2 inch, and we have the 3/4. The size you're going to be needing is 3/4. I've seen people using 1/2 inch of plywood for decking. Is not okay. You go for the 3/4. Now, when it comes to the 3/4 plywood, we have different types. We have the normal one, we have the marine plywood, and we have the red plywood. Okay. Now, if your project you are not going to be reusing the plywood as often, then you can just go for the standard plywood, which is the 3/4. That one is being sold for 300 Ghana cedis. Some will sell for you at 310. If you're lucky and you're buying like maybe 60 pieces, 100 pieces, maybe you can even get as low as 290 Ghana cedis. The previous project we did, we bought it at 250 Ghana cedis. This is the effect of inflation that is affecting every aspect of the industry or sector here in Ghana. So just budget average of 300 Ghana cedis for a 3/4 plywood. So we also have to buy if you have money, your project is big, you can go for the marine plywood. That one is very strong, thicker, and doesn't get affected with water. It's laminated. So water, when it drops on them, nothing happens. But the other one selling for 300 cedis, it can't stand water. Okay, when water drops on it, it spoils. And when you want to start reusing as well, to within short period, it start getting more weak. Okay, see, concrete is not an easy load to carry by this plywood. So when water drops on them, when pressure comes on them, that strength also drops. So if you want something very solid, you go for the marine plywood, which is selling for 400 Ghana cedis. Some can even sell to you as high as 420 Ghana cedis. Okay, so the size you are buying is also 3/4. The red plywood is also a bit stronger than the normal one. 350 Ghana cedis, you can get one for yourself. So this is the aspect of plywood. So on average, you budget 300 cedis for one. Now the bamboo, it sells between 7 cedis to 10 Ghana cedis, depending on the region where the project is. Okay, if a project is around Kaswa axis, you will get 7 cedis. If a project is around Accra axis, Ga East Municipal, those axes, you get 9 Ghana cedis. So depend on the other areas to your project is. So just budget average 8 Ghana cedis for bamboo. So now depends on the quantity you'll be going for. So in terms of the nails, you will need 2 inches nail, 3 inches and 4 inches size of nail, and also concrete nails. So these nails are sold in boxes. So the minimum price you will get is 65 Ghana cedis. So we have some that comes in bigger box, they sell for 80 Ghana cedis. So depend on the quantity we are going to be doing for you. So depend on the numbers you're buying. If you're buying 15 boxes, you'll buy them for the carpenters to use. So the carpenter will also be needing what we call the binding wires. These binding wires will also be used by the steel benders. I'm coming to them. So you buy it in bundles. So for them, you can buy them just one, which is one bundle. So it sells between 65 cedis to 70 cedis, depending on where you are buying. So you also be needing the DPM. That is the black rubber that will spread across. So you'll be getting it from 700 Ghana cedis and above, depending on the quantity you are buying. Are you buying the medium size or the bigger size? So that one too will determine. Also, it comes in quality as well. So we have the one that the membrane, they are the high quality and very thick one. Those are selling around 1,000 cedis. But we have the medium one that you are just using them for decking, and that doesn't have any longer thing to do. So no need of buying that big thicker one. So with 700 cedis, you can get some for your project. So I'll be able to share everything that has to do with the carpenters. Now, when it comes to the wood as well, they'll be cutting some for the beam plate and also for the staircase. The plywood will also be needed over there as well. Okay, so all the total numbers needed will be given to you. So, but if you are going to be having some kind of design at maybe the entrance of your house, the porch, the exit axis of the kitchen, you'll be needing some kind of an arc, all those things. You have to buy another type of board, which is a cyber board. That one can easily bend, okay? So don't forget, 2x4, you need cyber. But when it comes to the board, you need the wire board for the major work for your decking. When it comes to you want to bend a place, you want to get some kind of curve, that one you should buy cyber board, which is selling for 120 Ghana cedis. Before it was selling for 100 cedis. So that is that in the aspect of the wood. So the carpenters too will charge you depending on the size of the project and how complex the project is. So we are going to be having more of cantilever and all those things. You will pay more. So just be budgeting within 5,000 cedis upward. There are some decking will pay carpenters as high as 12,000, 10,000 Ghana cedis. So depending on the graffiti or how huge the work is. So after that, when they are done, they have done fixing the 2x4, they fix all the board, they brace them up with the bamboo, and they fix all the plywood, and they also fix the DPM on them. Okay, also forget there's one nail as well, which is the tacking nails. So you're going to be buying that one, okay? So you budget 100 cedis for it. That is what will be used to fix the DPM on the plywood. So when they are done, the steel benders will come. So you need 3 sizes of iron rods, depending on how complex your decking work is, the structural aspect. So you're going to be needing 10 mm, 12 mm, and 16 mm. These are the major 3 sizes of iron rods you need. The 10 mm, some might replace it with 3/8, which is the 8 mm or 7.5 mm size of iron rods. And I told us in my previous video, we have common 2 types of iron rods. 3, we have the standard milled and the high tensile. So by the common one, it will be more of the milled steel iron rods that you're going to be using. Okay, so if your project is a complex one and you have the money, you can go for the high tensile. I'll be giving you the prices as well. Now the 10 mm for the steel bars, which is the iron rod, is what will be used to form the rings. Okay, the rings, the one you see that they used to bend like this, that's what we call the stirrups. Okay, so that one, some might say they want to beat down cost, they'll go for 8 mm or 7.5 mm, which we also call the 3/8. But I will advise go for 10 mm, build something that can stand the test of time. Okay, so we go for 10 mm for the stirrups. Now the 10 mm in a ton, you're going to be getting 180 pieces, and 1 ton is selling for 7,800 Ghana cedis. So now, depending on how huge the project is, you might end up buying maybe just half ton or quarter ton. Maybe you need only, let's say, 90 pieces. That is half of the ton. So you can buy it. You divide 7,800 by 2, so you can acquire that. Now the 16 mm is what will be used to form the beams that will cross all around your project, that will make the project to stand the slab to be more stronger. So that 16 mm, 1 ton, you will get 70 pieces, and it's selling for 9,000 Ghana cedis. 1 ton, you will get 70 pieces, and it's selling for 9,000 Ghana cedis. So now, depending on how huge your project is and how complex the structural aspect is, that will determine the number of tons you are going to be buying. The 12 mm is the one you will buying more tons. Okay, so that one, in a ton, you will get 125 pieces in a ton, and the current price is 9,000 Ghana cedis as well. Okay, so that one is what we use to form the mat of the slab. Now you see that they will cross all around. Okay, then they will need more of the binding wires. So you buy it from 65 to 70 cedis. So depending on the quantity you are buying and where you are buying. So you'll be needing binding wires as well for the steel benders. So they will now come to do the work for you, and they will charge you ranging from 6,000 upward, depending on how complex the project is. Just make sure you also engage professionals in this aspect. So when you are now done, the plumbers too, they will come. So if you are going to be having washroom on those first floor over there, so we have 2 types of pipes as well. Okay, with the steel bars, which is the iron rods. So for the high tensile, we have the 12 mm and the 16 mm. The 12 mm, you will buy it for 12,500 per ton. The 16 mm, you also buy at 12,500 per ton. They are more very strong, and they can also handle stress. So the milled bars, which I first shared with us, that they are selling for 9,000, the length is 30 feet. But the high tensile, the length is 40 feet. So where you're supposed to be getting maybe 125 pieces in a ton, for the high tensile, you'll be getting 94 pieces in a ton. For the 16 mm, where you'll be getting 70 pieces in a ton, for the high tensile, you'll be getting, I think, 52 pieces in a ton. So you have to note all this down very, very well. Okay? So we are done with the steel benders. Now the plumbers and the electricians also have to come on board before we can now start casting your decking on the casting day. Okay, so we have different type of pipes as well. We have the pressure pipes and the standard pipes. So for those who have the money, I would advise you go for the pressure pipes, because they can handle pressure very well, but they are more expensive. But for this video, I'll only share the price for the standard pipe, because the video is getting too long. So when it comes to the standard pipe, you might be needing the 2 inches, which they will use for the floor drain. But I would advise to go for 3 inches for the floor drain if you have the capacity. That the 4 inches will be used for the WC. Okay, so the 2 inches will be used for the water, the hand washing basin. Okay, they'll be using that for it, and the floor drain. So let me share the price for those ones for us. When it comes to the 4 inches, we have different brands as well. Go for Interplast. If you are going for the standard pipes, go for Interplast. If you are going for the pressure pipe, go for the Interplast brand. Okay, so for 4 inches, it's selling for 92 cedis. The length is just 10 feet. 4 inches pipe, that one for the WC. So 92 cedis, okay? So if they want, they will also need some other accessories like the bend, the T, that one too will be determined by the plumber. But let me give you the common one. For the bend, you will get it for 16 cedis. For the T, you will get it for 16 cedis. Sometimes they also need vents just to cover the top, or you just buy the cap. The cap is even the most preferred one. So that one, 5 cedis, 6 cedis, you will get. So that is for the plumbing pipe. So like for the floor drain like this, if you are using 3 inches, 3 inches, that one is more longer. And that one is selling for 140 Ghana cedis. The bend is 12 cedis. The T is selling for 19 cedis. Because you know, this is a pipe like this. You want to bend it. Something has to be used to join it and make it bend. That is what we're talking about. If they want it bend, it'll bend. If they want it to turn, they can use the T. So that is the other accessories that will come with it, okay? So they also need a glue. So that one, they will be selling for 50 Ghana cedis. So they can use that glue. Then they will use the binding wires. Then they will arrange all the WCs and tie them with binding wires so that it will not shift, and also work on the slope. The electricians too, they will come. They will only come and pass through the pipes, the junction box. They will fix everything over the circular box. They will fix them all around where they'll be needing fan, you'll be needing electricity, the bulbs. So there are some too, they might not do it. Later, they will come and do it under the slabs, and they will cover them up with POP. So all depends on how you want it, or how your building contractor has advised you to go about. So that is all you have to know when it comes to the building cost. Now, on the day of casting, you are going to be needing a sand, you will need a stone. If you have money, you can also buy a quarry dust and attach to it. Then you're going to be renting a machine. That is a mixing machine that will be mixing on the ground and transferred to the first floor on the slab over there. So, and you're also going to be needing more of laborers. So let me break down that for us. So when it comes to the operators of the machine, you need 4 laborers. One person will be the major operator. One person will be cutting the cement to pour inside the machine. Then 2 people will be at the top. When the person is down mixing with the machine, it will transfer the mixed concrete to the first slab over there. So those 2 people are the ones that will receive the concrete. So at that slab there, you will need 5 people in addition to those 2 people. The 3 out of the 5 are laborers. They will carry the wheelbarrow. Sometimes we use 4. In our own case, we use 4 people. Okay, so you use them. So they will come and be taking the concrete, and they will go and be serving the masons. They have to be minimum of 2. One will be spreading, one will be taking level. Okay, so you need 5 people, 3 laborers, 2 masons, and 2 operators on the slab where you are casting. Then you need 2 operators on the ground. One will be mixing, one will be cutting the cement. Then you now need 4 people. They will be where the stones are. 2 people will be loading, 2 people will be carrying to supply the machine. At the sand place, you need 2 people. 1 person will be loading, 1 person will be carrying to supply. That one, the work will move faster, and you can achieve everything within a day. And also, if there's more pressure on the machine and more water is needed, in some cases, you might need additional labor to handle the water aspect and bring for you, okay? So the machines, it depends on the floors you are casting. They can charge you up to 500 cedis a day for them to come and operate the machine to cast your concrete for you. The cement can be needing more than 100 pieces. You are going to be using 42.5 hour for the cement, okay? So depending on the brand you are going for, I shared in my previous video. If you are going for Super Sem, 42.5 hour is selling between 106 to 110 Ghana cedis. Dangote 42.5 hour is selling for 116 Ghana cedis. CMAV is selling for 115 Ghana cedis. Which other brand again? Gasem is also selling for 115 Ghana cedis. That is the 42.5 hour. Depending on the recommended mixed ratio by the structural engineer. So all this has to be put into consideration. And also, labor is a charge between 180 to 200 Ghana cedis, depending on how you want to bargain with them to make sure you achieve the project on time. You will also be needing a supply of water. Depending on how huge the slab is, will determine the total number of liters of water you will be needing for the casting of the decking. So these are all I could remember at the moment that you will need to this. So if you want a specific amount, then you have to bring your building plan to us. That will also visit the site. There we will render a service that we call quantity survey, which is a QS for you. We can tell you the exact materials you're going to be needing and the total cost, which comes at a fee, minimum of $100, depending on how huge the project is. So if you are in need of any of our service, architectural service, construction service, real estate consulting service, call the number shown on your screen. See you some other time. Don't forget, subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you think I forget anything, make use of the comment section. I'll be there to attend to them. See you some other time. Or you need me to create content on any topics, just put it there. As far as it has to do with real estate, I will attend to them at my free time. Bye.